Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Minecraft New Nintendo 3DS Edition Let's Play video. And this is part 180 of my Let's Play series, so yes, we've reached another mini milestone in this series. As you can tell, my skin is different today. I'm finally using my GenSpace Gaming skin, as you can tell. So yes, this has been long awaited, and I should have done this a long time ago, but finally, I am now using the official GenSpace Gaming skin. And you may have also kind of noticed that the GenSpace Gaming skin head is now built over here. This is something else I wanted to add too. I was going to add a full statue of my skin, but that's just going to cost so much materials that I just did not want to do that. So, yep, that is why I have just my head instead. So yes, now there's finally something here that is not a monument. And that is my 180 monument, which is going to start probably right around here. Now, the complicated part is I figured out a material of the two materials I'm going to use for the numbers, but which one am I going to use for the outline is the real question here. I mean, honestly, though, because it kind of makes sense, though, with the wood, because obviously, maybe I'll just do, like, logs. I mean, I have so many oak logs on me right now. What if I just use that? And then I'll also use these two. The only reason why the oak logs are here is because I also worked on my mansion a lot, and the two stones represent the kind of exploration that I did for the stronghold and of course the dungeon too in just a couple of videos ago. So I'm going to leave this corner open, and I'm going to start it right here on this line. Maybe I'll start right here. No, I'll start it like one block over, maybe 2 blocks over. So I'll put it, is it right up? Yep, it is actually right up against it. And then there's a 3-block gap, and then there's one here. And then there's actually 2 in the floor that go like this. And then if we look at the numbering, the 1's going to start here, but the 1 actually goes... Oh, it does actually start right there on the edge. Okay, so let's start with the stone bricks. And it looks like it goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yes, I am using a texture pack today. When I added my skin to Minecraft 3DS, for some reason it reverted myself back to the texture pack I added a while ago. Not really sure why it did that, but it did anyway. So yeah, if you guys were wondering, yep, this is a texture pack. So let's go ahead and jump down here. Maybe I'll do like 2 different colors, because the roof as this material is gonna look kind of ugly. So what if I just use planks? Like I just kind of fill this in with planks instead, just like that. I don't know if there's any blocks in between here. Okay, there actually is. Well, that just solved my question right there. Then it's 3 blocks all the way across from here. So there's not a block there, I don't think. If there is, I'll add it later. And this keeps going over. And then I'm going to jump down here again. And I'm going to make a gap of 2. Oh, wait, this is at 8. So yeah, I think it should be a gap of 2, or it should be a gap of 1. Yeah, it's actually a gap of 1. So the 8's going to be 4 blocks long. I think this is the first time I've ever... Yeah, obviously this is the first time I've ever made it 8. So let's climb up here once again. That's going to get a little annoying. But actually it won't be so bad, because I can just go like that. Then I can go for 4 blocks again, and then I can go down. And then in the middle, which... Oh, this is interesting. Now, obviously... I've never made an 8 with this kind of area. So does that classify as an 8? I mean, if I get rid of the corners to kind of make it a little bit more convincing, will this pass as an 8? I'm not even sure. Looks like a 0. That's the issue. It kind of looks like a 0. Because, I mean, it's not like I can... Because with an 8, you obviously have... I wonder if I can do it from this direction and it would look any better. That's even weirder. Oh. Yeah, because I'm trying to make like an 8. Huh, this is interesting, because if it was 1 block taller, this wouldn't be an issue. But unfortunately, there's an even number of blocks in here, which kind of makes this hard. I never really considered that, because all the other, numbers I had absolutely no problems with, but the 8 is the first one that I have. Wait, I think I have a better idea. Instead of trying to make it look like that, let's try to make it to where like it's 2 circles right on top of each other. Because, and then, yeah, okay, let's just give this a try. So if I bring this down to here, then I bring this down to here, just like this, and then I do the same down here. Ooh, I don't know. I mean, what if I add bulk to to the sides. Oh, that's definitely not going to work. Okay, well, this is weird. Like, trying to make an 8 is kind of odd. Like, with the amount of blocks I have here. I never thought I'd run into this issue, but I guess this is my 8. That's the best I can do, it looks like. So, yep, we're going to go with it. So, let's go over 4 blocks for the 0. Wow. I barely made enough room for myself here. So let's go ahead and climb up and make the 0. And then after this, I'm going to go over to my mansion. I'm going to do a tour of my first floor because my first floor is completed, which is great because then I can actually move on to my second floor, which is pretty much just going to hold my bedroom and maybe another room of some sort. I'm still trying to decide from all your guys' suggestions for the room previously, so I'll get back to you guys on what I decide for that as well. So let's go ahead and finish up this monument. Now, it is an interesting array of like choice here when it comes to the colors. The roof is made out of 2 different materials, which I've only done so far. I've only done that with one monument, and that's 170 because I've done polished diorite and then of course the granite. But this one I'm doing oak logs and planks. So I'm actually doing 2 materials for the roof, and I've never done that before with any of my other monuments. So we're almost done with this monument, and then I'll go over all of them before we move on to the mansion. So let's go ahead, and I do have lots of dirt, thankfully, so we should just be able to bring this all the way over to the end, just like that. Then bring this up to here. I feel like we only need like an additional maybe 2 layers. That may be all we need here. And I might actually have just enough dirt too for all this. At least it seems. Let's see here. So if I bring it over all the way to there, and bring it all the way up, 5 left over. Wow. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring this out by 1 more block so it's even with the other side. And let's go ahead and jump on up to the very top. So that way we reach the level with that. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Obviously I have tons of oak logs, so I'm not concerned at all with my supply here. And then I'll go ahead and bring over the planks all the way over. This one's going to have to go. And then on the sides here, I'm going to go ahead and do that little... Oh no, actually, in order to make this easier for myself, I'm going to place the one on the bottom first, and then place the 2 on top. And then in the middle here, we have 1 straight long line that goes all the way through to the other side, just like this. And on the ends, we have a little bit of detailing. So it goes up by 2, not 3, and then 2 on the other side. And then we do the same thing on this side. And that is now completed. So this is definitely the quickest monument I have ever completed, I think. That went by really fast. Yeah, that definitely went by really quick. Surprisingly enough, I think, yeah, definitely is the fastest monument I have ever made. And wow, I actually have a lot of materials left over, surprisingly enough. I wasn't expecting that. So that's nice to see. So, especially when it comes to the mossy cobble and the stone, yeah, I have a lot left over. Now let's go and place the torches down, which is present on every single monument. I'll go through the monuments. I'll do a quick small tour of the museum like I always do every 10 episodes. And then we'll move on over to the mansion, where I will do a complete tour of my first floor. Okay, and there we go. The 180 monument is completed. So, and with that being done, that means we only have to make 2 more monuments, because 190, of course, is going to be one of these. You know, it's going to be the exact same as all the others. But 200 is going to be on the, hopefully on the scale as the 151. Maybe a little bit larger, maybe, I don't know, it just kind of depends. But I'll try to incorporate a lot of materials and make the design look really good. So we'll see about that one. But 200, 190 and 200 are the only 2 monuments left. So we're getting to that point to where we're almost done with making all the monuments for this. So anyways, let's go ahead and start from the very beginning. I'll give you guys a quick small tour of the Milestone Museum. So first of all, we have the 110 monument. The reason why this one's birch and oak is because this is like the materials of my house and also the stone brick. My old house, that is. Ooh, I also need to place torches up there. Completely forgot about that. 120 is blue wool and stone brick. That's because the basement in my old house was made out of blue wool on the flooring. 130, I spent a lot of time in the nether throughout that span of episodes. That's why it is nether materials. 140 is blue and red. And this was because I hit 4,000 subscribers. This was kind of like the overall theme of my 4K room. 150 is when I started my mansion, and that's why it's spruce and stone bricks, because that is the materials I'm most commonly using for the mansion. 160 is kind of a continuation of 150 in a way. 170 is because I did a lot of like mining work and stuff. And then 180, of course, you guys already know, it's kind of a mixture of the mansion, stronghold finding, and the dungeon finding from the previous couple of videos. So there you go. Let's see what other torch placements I missed. I missed it for 160. Missed the torches there for that. And then I also missed it for 170 and 180. So let's go and place all those down. Do the same for 170 and 180. Then we'll head on over to my mansion, which isn't too far from here. So, and I may have changed my plans a little bit for the basement. So instead of making that minecart railway system I was originally planning, I might do something different, because now that I think about it, like, we're on episode 180 right now, and I haven't even started making it, and there's still a lot I have to do to the mansion. So, I need to finish this path. I realize I haven't actually finished that. But my mansion is pretty close by, so we are fine. As you can tell, here's the path to it right here. Maybe making another kind of room instead of the minecart railway system I originally planned. I'm not really sure what I'm going to put down there yet, but we'll see. It'll be like another decorative room, most likely. The only reason why I'm changing it is just because, like I said, we're on episode 180 right now, and we're getting close to the end of this season. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to utilize it all that much. And once I fully move over to my mansion, there really won't be a reason to go anywhere else, you know? So it's just, I don't know. The more that I think about it, it's just, why waste all that materials, especially iron, for all the rails, just to make like a minecart railway system? So I'm definitely going to put something else down there. But hopefully by episode 190, 10 episodes from now, the basement will be 100% done. Definitely will be. I mean, I already have one room down there, the breaker room, of course. And the second floor should also be done. The only thing I should have left to do is just final detailing around my mansion, pretty much. And then I'll have a few episodes left after that to enjoy it. And I've already stated before that I may go past 200. And that is because, at least in this season, like this season may actually extend past 200. 200 may not be the last episode for it. And that is mainly because there may be more stuff I want to do, including the Wither. So I cannot forget about that. And of course the Ender Dragon fight too. I mean, there's 20 episodes left and I still haven't even done that yet. So there's still quite a bit I have to do. So let's go ahead and make our way inside of the mansion, and we're going to get started with the entryway. So the entryway, of course, is an entryway. You know, it's exactly how it is. You know, there really is no purpose at all for this room other than the fact that, well, first of all, that painting's gone. I don't know why these paintings keep disappearing. It's weird. But anyways, yep, there's supposed to be a painting over there. But anyway, yep, this is the entrance. And yeah, it's just a typical entrance. Now, if we turn right, this will lead straight into the kitchen. As you can see, the kitchen has quite a bit of decorations installed, including this nice little TV and sitting area. The pretty large dining table here with the light fixture up there. Got the Donkey Kong painting set up. And here's the kitchen itself. So we have a working refrigerator with steaks inside, as you can tell. I do not have a button there, so that's kind of odd that I have never added that. So let's go and do that real quick. There we go. I just got a piece of steak from the fridge. This over here is the oven. As you can see, the oven doors open up and stuff. This is the stove. And we have the sink over here, complete with the faucets. We have a couple of cabinets and shelves around the place. Over here, you get a nice view outside. And over here we have, this was supposed to be I believe this was supposed to be like a blender. Or no, this was like the coffee maker, I think. This was supposed to be the coffee maker. So yeah, definitely not really that special. And this right here is the blender. Yep, the whole fence post is a blender. So, I mean, it's the best I can do. It really is. I can't do any better than that. And of course, that other thing you saw on the ground with the pressure plate on top, that was the microwave. So anyways, let's move on by going straight up. And this is the foyer, which basically takes you everywhere in my mansion. Any room you want on the first floor, and of course the second floor. But we're not going to go to the second floor just yet. So let's go ahead and check underneath the stairs of the foyer, which just has a bunch of furnace and crafting tables, and that's about it. There really isn't anything down here, but I don't really have a purpose for this room anyway. So let's go ahead and turn right once again, and lead down to my storage room. And this is another kind of self-explanatory room. It's where all of my items will be held. So I really do like the design of this room, especially the flooring too. I really enjoy this room. So there's that. And if we go over to the left side now, this room is kind of like the common area, because over here is the living room, of course, with these tables and some nice decorations around everywhere, and the TV area, of course, with all the couches and the speakers in the wall, obviously. But this is kind of like a common area because it kind of goes over, you have the T-Rex skeleton and stuff. So it's a very nice room, I feel like, because it kind of integrates the living room and this common hallway into one. So even though they're two separate rooms, as you can tell by the ceiling color. Now, right here, if we turn right, it's the library. So we got lots of bookshelves in here, and it's a 2-story library. So if we go up to the second floor, this is where you'll find the more utility kind of stuff. So as you can tell, there's kind of like a pathway to the first floor. And this is the enchantment table area, complete with a full array of books around it. And we have a nice little storage area, which I mainly keep my primary items in right now. So coming over, I know it'd be like a first floor tour, but I might as well just do a whole house tour. Here's the 5K room, which is almost done, as you can tell. It's getting very, very close. Each and every episode, inches closer to completion. So, yep, this is the room that celebrates my 5,000 subscriber achievement. But there's still some work to do here, but yeah, it's getting close to being done. And my bedroom is going to lead off from these ends, and it's going to go up, and then above, like the entryway, living room, and kitchen is where my bedroom is going to be. And now there is one more thing I have to show you guys here in this house, and that is the basement. You can kind of see it from this glass area up here. So if I come down here, you will see that there is 2 different hallways. This hallway leads to nothing at all. This is the empty space that I was going to use for the minecart station. And over here is the breaker room. So this is like a remake of the breaker room from the original Luigi's Mansion. And if we exit out the other side, as you can tell, it's just another hallway that leads to the other end of the staircase. So there you go. That is a complete tour pretty much of my mansion as it stands right now. So there's still a lot to do, of course, but yeah, there you go. And with that, that's probably going to go ahead and conclude it for this video today. So yep, 180 episodes, only 20 more to go, and there's going to be a lot that's going to go on within these last 20. So I hope you guys are ready for that. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.